Oh, that one was pretty quick, huh? Let's go and sit that up there. I don't know why. Let's try this. Well, whatever. I'm stopping by very quickly. I am on my way to go do a few things, honey. And, ooh, the hell? Let's exit up out of that. And yes, I'm stopping by because, of course, this video is going to be about in-person casework, a little bit of information on that, and also just some things I want to talk about. We're going to keep it cute. We're going to keep it light. We're going to keep it polite, okay? The first thing I want to say is, if you have to question yourself on getting work, you're not ready for getting work done. If you are confused about what you want to do, you're not ready for casework, okay? One thing about magic is faith, believing in what it is that you're doing. If you don't believe in it, not even in magic, why are you doing it? I receive emails from a lot of people, and their biggest concern is, will this manifest? How would I know this is going to work? This is their biggest concern, and I definitely understand that. And I always tell people, and maybe this, like I said before in my other video, maybe this is why people don't offer work to people, and some people are not even interested in doing beginners, newbies. Some people are not interested in doing work with new people, because new people, I don't know, because it's not even about being new, because there's people that are new and they know common sense. But either way, like I said, people know, well, at least they should know, how things operate, especially as far as your mind goes. Everything outside of magic, everything that you've ever acquired, received, done, started off in thought first. Okay. Let me just go directly into this. I don't want to make this video long because I'm not going to go on camera what I'm about to go do right now. I'm not about to put all that stuff on camera. Listen, if you are doing work, you are first of all saying, I trust in my spirits, energy, magic. If your thoughts are not on the same frequency and or pattern as the work you are trying to get done, how do you think that it's going to manifest? Why would it manifest? Why would you think that your actions and your words would be two separate things? We all know that before you got up this morning to go to work, you thought about waking up. Obviously, you set your alarm clock or you just got up. You prepared yourself, right? So, going into this, I got an email. I get emails a lot, but I got an email that made me want to do this video right now about this situation, and I feel like I'm being redundant, and that's why it's taking a lot out of me to do this video right now. But when you light a candle, say a prayer, meditate, ask God, the universe, Buddha, Jesus, Allah, your ancestors, for anything, okay? Obviously, you're coming to them because they're greater than you. They have the ability to pull things in. Obviously, that's why you go to them. And I'm really speaking about this. I'm not using this as a metaphor. When you light that candle and you're seeking their assistance, or you pay people to do that, to seek assistance from their spirits, if you decide to check on the work, we're outside of checking the work with the spiritual worker. You're calling them, hey, did you do the work yet? We're outside of that. We're going to talk about that. Let me give you an example. Because this is the biggest one. I get a lot of spell work. I do a lot of spell work for love. The biggest thing is, and I always tell people this, because like I said, then it comes down to you disrespecting and ultimately not really giving a damn. I mean, you might as well slap me and say, I don't give a damn, Mystic. You might as well, like, I don't care. When I have consultations with people for love work, one thing that I say in the consultation, and this is why I say have a pen and paper when you do a consultation, because I don't want you to miss nothing. One thing I say is stay off Facebook, stay off of Instagram. Don't give them a phone call. Don't call them. Anybody call you with information about that person, you kindly decline and say, listen, honey, I'm not interested in hearing about John right now. I'm taking a break from all. You don't even got to say his name or her name. You can just say, I'm not interested in dealing with that person, or I'm busy. Whatever. Say whatever you can to get them off that phone nicely. Because we all know that when you're trying to do something funny. If you know you're doing something funny, your spirit know you're doing something funny. Okay? And that's what it all comes down to. Spirit knows you. You can't get over on spirit. Checking on the work will prevent the work from manifesting. One major reason why, because I don't have to go in and give you sub reasons why. One major reason is when you get work done and you check on the work, you're saying you don't trust the process. And we all know that all relationships are built off of trust and communication. We all know this. If you don't know this, congratulations, you're finding out tonight for a reason. Trust and communication is key to all relationships, business relationships, intimate relationships, relationships between family and friends. Those two things are very important, communication and trust. So when you're doing spiritual work, there's no difference. You are communicating, right, with the spirit, asking them for things, right? Or the spirit says, hey, can you help me do this? Right? And trust is saying, I know this is going to come into manifestation. Because if you don't trust it's going to happen, why do the work? You wasted money. You wasted money if you don't believe the work that you're doing is going to happen. You're wasting money, honey. And I advise you to go ahead and donate that money to a society, American Cancer Society, and/or a foundation, a charitable organization where people could benefit from that money, okay? And/or go down the street and give it to a homeless person, because you're not about that life. Girl, you're not serious about what you're asking for. So, flat out, because like I said, I don't spend too much time on that. You cannot be checking on your work and thinking your work is going to manifest. That's the biggest rule to getting casework done. It's like farming. Okay, you don't plant the seeds and dig up the seed to see if the seed is blooming yet. Okay, you don't do that. Okay, you do not do that. Okay, there's a process to that. You plant the seed, you trust that it's gonna grow. You cover it, you feed it. In magic, the equivalent to feeding the seed would be keeping your mind positive on the work manifesting, and also, if you need to do maintenance work, light some candles, put some energy into it. Candle work is not the only type of magic. Everybody on YouTube says that that's what it is. Everybody focus on that. Candle magic is not the only type of magic. Crystal magic is not the only type of magic. Gems, herb is not the only type of magic. Those are the beginners / intermediate type of work. There's a whole bunch of tea out there when it comes to magical practices that people don't really talk about on YouTube, because I know they don't know about it. Either way, it is a waste of time if you are paying a spiritual worker and/or going to go buy supplies for yourself to do work on something that you don't believe in fully. Everything is energy. Thought is the most powerful form of energy, as well as words is. I think thought is the most important, though, because the Bible speaks about that. But I think thought is the most powerful form of energy. And if you're like, hey, it haven't happened yet, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to bring one as an example. I did work with a client on some love work probably about a month ago, maybe 8 weeks ago, 6-8 weeks ago. And they've been dealing with this situation for years. And it was a situation kind of to where something happened to where the lover kept a distance, and there was just some distance there. Well, the person is growing, and when you grow, you start thinking about your life. Like, I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to have kids. That's normal. And the person sought me to assist him with his love work. And I advised them several times, you know, don't check up on it after the fact, because they checked up on it and something happened. I won't go into that. Something happened when they checked up on the individual and the person got freaked out about it. And I would have got freaked out about it too, to be honest with you. You know, I didn't hear from an ex that I wasn't too fond of, or they did something to offend me or make me feel some type of way, and out the blue you call me. Yeah, I would get a little weird with that too. Now, I wouldn't have went as far as that person did, but I would still get uncomfortable with it. So that's understandable. So on top of that, I explained to them why we do this energy work. I don't want you to focus on this. I want you to stay on top of your work. When you feel the need to want to check, light a candle. Use that thought to think of you two coming together. Don't actually physically reach out and do it. Okay? That was one of the conversations. The other conversation was, you have to keep your mind focused on the desire you want. Think of the universe and the spirits being a menu. Not even a menu. Let's say servants. Yeah. Servants. And think of you thinking an agenda, because you're thinking it, you spoke it. The Bible says you thought it, you done it, right? So you think of something. Those spirits don't know yes or no, right or wrong. If you think about it, they're going to do it, right? Thinking about mafias and all the good stuff, when they have these, under people that do things just crazy. The boss say, go jump off a bridge, they'll go jump off a bridge. That's how your spirits are. They are obedient to you, okay? The energy that's around you is obedient to you. The universe is obedient to you, because as I said before, you are a creator, and what you say for your life must happen. Now, of course, it doesn't mean that things are not going to come up and try you, but it must happen the way that you say it should happen. And like I said, thoughts is you done it. So you cannot say, I want my man back, and then your thought says, maybe he's not going to come back. So by the way, with this person, I explained that to them, and I told them, stay positive. Don't focus on the negative, because you're sending mixed energy out into the universe, and you're confusing. You're sending confusion to your spirits, to the energy. Because I don't know about other spirituals out there. I don't only work with my spirits when I do work. I work with your spirits, my spirits, and other tea. Okay? So this is why the stuff happens. Because anybody can sit here and, like I said, light a candle, say a prayer, say, girl, I want you to drop off right now. Drop dead now. If you don't know how to access certain spirits, and you don't know how to access certain energies, it's not going to happen. Because we all have had crazy thoughts. Girl, let's not go there. We've all have had crazy thoughts about people or things, and it didn't happen. It takes a process to move that energy into a space. Even going, like I said, thoughts, you have the ability to change thoughts. If you do have negative thoughts, you have time to switch that negative thought into positive thought. It's not the first negative thought you have, it stays. So it's okay to think a few negative thoughts, or have a day or two of negative thoughts, like this may not happen, this may not happen. But the positive thoughts have to outweigh the good thoughts, okay? If you want it to manifest. If you don't want to manifest, you can sit here and dwell on the past, say, it's not working out, damn. So, going back into that, this individual did not pay attention to that. And also what I'm seeing, and I'm just calling out what I'm seeing this person go through a breakdown. Now, I told you this, and I will continue to say this again. Magic is energy work. Energy work will be felt. There is nobody that's walking this earth that will do work for you on the behalf of you in the spirit realm, and you're not going to feel it. Okay? There's nobody on this planet that can say, well, I did work for you. You didn't feel it? Oh, that's strange, because I did it. Girl, bye. You're going to feel something. You're going to feel something shift. And that's a guarantee. And that's how I always tell y'all. Guarantee you're going to feel something. Guarantee, if you're listening to what I'm saying, you're following my directions, you're going to say something. Ooh, something is off. Yes. So going back into this, okay, because I'm, I don't want to spend too much time on this. I know I already spent a good minute on here about this. This individual was going through a breakdown, and that's normal. You start doubting. Let's talk about the 5 stages of recovery. Okay, you can even go into the 12 signs of growth. Denial, resistance, these are all a part of the growth process. We can talk about cognitive dissonance. We could talk about a whole bunch of tea that when growth happens, the old you wants to hold on to a certain comfortability. And the new you is pulling. And the old you is like, I don't want to go. Think about it. Think about it, baby. I don't want to go. I'm not ready for that. So when people go through these breakdowns, it ultimately shows me that they're not ready for what they're asking for. It ultimately shows me that they don't really want what they're asking for. Because when they go through these breakdowns and they express, that's money, but I'm going to ignore it. Excuse me, whoever that was. I had to decline that, honey. Excuse me. It wasn't, yeah. Anyway, if you are going through the shift in energy, and I tell you this, meditate. Focus on what you want. If you're not focusing on that, if you're not trusting the process, what's going to happen when that energy come in and kick your ass? Because that's what's going to happen. Okay, it's going to kick your ass for the good. It's going to kick your ass for the bad, but it's going to kick your ass. If you start instantly saying, oh, God, I can't do this no more. I'm done with this. Then you are ultimately not ready for that change. You're ultimately telling the spirit, I'm not ready for what you're about to bring me. I want to sit here and dwell on the old me. I want to sit here and worry and stress and say, oh, it's not going to happen. And that's what's going on. So you have the good side and the bad side that are constant. We're talking about in you. You have the good spirit and the bad spirit that's constantly fighting with each other. And it's why you feel indecisive. You feel unsure. Everybody feel that. Uncertainty is like one of the things that we all feel about a lot of things. But it's about quieting yourself down and thinking about what really matters. And like I said, to see this person and many people, not just this person, go through this shift because they said, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this, sis. I'm ready. And then I see it happening, obviously, because that's why I did the work. I'm not just about collecting coin. I don't really care about that. There's many things I could do for coin, hello. But either way, I see it coming. I'm preparing them. Even if you look through the conversations that we've had, if this person's watching us, when you were going through your meltdowns in the past, I said, girl, focus on the positive, focus on the outcome. And that instantly got you in the right space. But currently what you're going through, this I put the icing on the cake. This is like really a sign, like you are not ready for what is coming to you in a good way. You're not ready for that because you're not understanding, you're not mature enough spiritually to realize that what is happening right now is the universe is asking you what you want. And as an adult, you say, and we're speaking about spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, as an adult, you say, I want to be happy. I want to be content. I want to be successful. But as the kid, you don't understand what the universe is asking. And it's, I think I do. I don't know. I can't. No. Why are you asking me? And that's what's going on. And this is not a cut-in because we all go through this, especially in the beginning. Growing pains. I mentioned this in the other video. This is the part of growing pains. Growing is painful. Getting older is painful. Now, and we're not talking about physically. We're talking about emotionally because you have to realize certain things. You start to realize certain things the older you get. But going into the spiritual stuff, the more you grow spiritually, the more things are going to happen to you energetically. And even prophetically, like you'll start having freaky things happen to you. And I won't go into that because, like I said, I don't want to make people afraid. But just make sure you know what you're doing before you get involved in magic. But going back into that, anybody out there, not just this person in particular, when there is a shift taking place energetically, especially if you've been dealing with foo-foo and tutu and doo-doo for years, let's say even 2 years, and something is moving, we call that turbulence. You are going to feel that shake and that vibration. And the best thing to do is to calm yourself down because it's going to happen. The minute you start panicking and grabbing, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? You are ultimately going against the grain. And because the universe listens to what you say, the universe is saying, no, we're just going to let this plane drop. I shouldn't say that in an example. The universe is going to say, you know what? You're not ready. We're going to just stop the plane and let you get on off the plane, ma'am or sir. And that's what happens. Turbulence. I've been through many turbulence in my life. And that's why I said it just amazes me when I meet people that are of color and or that are female and or that are LGBT. We've been through many turbulences. And guess what? For those of you who actually wrote it out and say, you know, everything's going to be okay. You made it. You can look back and say, damn, I remember when I was going through that. Oh, I didn't think I was going to get through that. That was amazing. And you might want to do it again. Like, I'm ready for that again, right? But the ones, obviously, who didn't make it past it, who stuck, they're afraid to get out on their own. They're afraid to be responsible. You don't really know what I'm talking about. That's, you know, you're not going to feel that. You're going to think this is a cut in and I'm reading you down. But I want you to understand that when you're asking for anything spiritually, and whether you say, I don't really want to grow, that's why I'm giving the work to you as a spiritualist, spirit don't operate that way. When you ask for something, you have to meet it. And there's no way around that. So if you're asking for a big change, you're telling spirit, because right now you're single, you're lonely, you're tired of sleeping by yourself, you got bills by yourself, you're on your own. And you say, spirit, I'm ready for a man, I'm ready for a woman. Alter the current time frame that I have. Because maybe it was meant for you to be single for the next 5 or 10 years. Who knows? And you say, alter, spirit, alter to quicken that this process so I don't have to be sleeping alone. When things start shifting, like I said, you have to rise and meet that. If you're just sitting there and saying, well, no, I want a woman, I want a man, I'm ready for this, but I want to be in my old self, girl, it's not going to happen. If the old you was jealous, if the old you was possessive, and the old you was abusive, the new you cannot be that way. Cutthroat. The new you cannot be that way. So to this person, like I said, the other people out there, you have to go through growing pains. And it is not an easy process, but you have to trust it. Trust me. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. There's a lot of stuff I want to bring up. There's a lot of stuff that I want to show, but you can't. Not on something like this. You just can't. That's why I always say I encourage in-person casework, and I've really been focused on that for the past 2 months. I've been having a lot of in-person consultations, a lot of in-person casework done, and that's why I'm coming here, because people have been emailing me and asking how do they go about getting in person. I'm going to actually have a section on my blog spot to explain this to you, and of course those of you who will find this eventually when you get the tea that you're meant to get. But like I said, you have to go through the growth process, and you cannot act childlike, because then you will go in. That's the shell. People speak of shell, saying that you're going into your shell, saying that you're going into hide mode. That's saying that I'm comfortable with being the old me. I'm comfortable with being the child me. That's what you're saying, metaphorically, to yourself. And of course, your mind, your higher self, your subconscious mind understands metaphors and parables and symbols and sigils. So this is why you got to be careful what you speak and how you speak it. If you're checking on your work flat out, while you're doing your work ain't gonna manifest. And even if you say, well, I really wasn't checking, I just so happened look. No, you're checking on it. You're telling spirit if you're not expecting something to happen, you're not gonna go looking for it. That's why I say curiosity kills the cat. You're looking for something. Let me see who she's talking to. Let me see who he's talking to. Let me see what he's doing. Let me see what he's doing. Spirit's gonna say, I'll show you what he's doing. You want to see? I'm gonna show you. Like I said, you don't know that process. I told you this before, and I said this again. I've done casework on a love relationship before. I'll give you two sides to the story. A person wanted their lover back. They were upset because the lover was not coming back quick enough. They came to me. We did some work. I told them give it about 6 months, because this man been gone for some time. So we have to alter that energy, and your energy have to be altered, because you're not ready for him. You're kind of homesick. You're not seeing a man for, let's say, 3 years, and all of a sudden this man is going to be in your home. Oh my God, that's going to be a shock to your damn system, right? Like, oh girl, so you got to prepare yourself too. So while we're doing the work, she stumbles across, which I know she stumbled across, this girl Ben had his stuff, because something told me that she was a stalker. No tea, no shade. Something told me that she was looking at this man's stuff. And she kept contact with a close friend. And that's what I think it's a close friend, because she actually knew more business about the best friend than her man that she was trying to get back. So I said, yeah, she must have kept in contact with him. Right. And while I'm doing the work, spirit showed me this. So while I'm doing the work, and this leads me to another thing too. While I'm doing the work, the first step that I do, which usually I open up casework with candles and I finish off with other stuff, or sometimes I open up with other stuff and I finish off with candles. Just depends on what Spirit tell me to do. But before I got started, Spirit told me to work on some candles, and I use candles to interpretate. I don't burn candles just to do energy. The whole purpose of using candles in your spiritual work is to either do energy, add on ender to give readings, okay? I don't use candles for energy. I do candles to read what the hell you're doing, okay? Or about the situation. Hello. So while I'm doing it, her candle kept extinguishing. It just kept going out. And I thought, well, maybe it's this candle that I bought. So let me go back to the shop. Let me get another candle. Went back to the shop, got another candle. Now remember, I don't let the right hand know what the left hand is doing. I never do that. So that's why, give me, if you're doing for 21 days, give me a month. Because 10 extra days, I might need to, do more stuff to see what's really going on. So I go back, get the exact same candle. Of course, a different candle, but the same type of candle. And it did the exact same thing. So then I said, let me go to a different store. And Spirit, this is the third time. So if this does not burn the way it should burn, show me what's going on. So I instantly go to a separate store, get a separate candle, different color and everything. Because Spirit said, don't get that color, get this color. And like I said, when Spirit comes to you and Spirit tell you to do things, it's like, why would that, sometimes you question like, oh, why would that be needed for that? But oh well, okay, Spirit, there's a reason why you're telling me this. So sure enough, do the work, and that candle extinguished. Immediately, I start pulling some teas, and it showed exactly what was going on. So I contacted her, and she said, why do you think I'm doing something? Don't question me. Don't play stupid with me, Miss Thing. This is exactly what I said. Don't play stupid with me, Miss Thing. What are you doing? Is there other people doing this work? Because usually that's what happened. When you're doing work on someone, and every time you get ready to do the work, there's a dead end. There's an end of the road, like something stops it. That usually means that there's some heavy ties to them, or they're in debt to somebody else's spirit. Let's talk about it. They're in debt to somebody else's spirit. And when you hit up a spiritual work, you have built a spiritual contract, whether you believe that or not. So, people be like, I'm going to get work done, and you don't hit that spiritual's back to get some work done. And we're talking about, like, there's people that have contacted me years ago and did the consultation and was like, yeah, I get paid on Friday. We're going to do the work. And they never got back to me. You did a contract with me, sweetie. And this is why you're falling deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And some of you can't get out the hole. One of you, God bless you, came back and said, did you put something on me? Because when I tried to do work with other people, I was meeting dead ends. And one of the spiritualists told me, and they gave me the name of the spiritualist. So that's why I said, not all these YouTuber spiritualists are fake. Because the spiritualist told her, you owe another spiritualist some coin. And I explained to her, you made a contract with my spirits. Because when we did that consultation, I was preparing myself for you to hit me back up on Friday. Yeah. So either way, with this person, she was not doing work with other people, but she was blocking. She was doing things to block this work from manifesting herself. So then she explained to me, without even knowing, because I was listening, when I'm on the phone with you, I don't do the talking. I let you do all the talking. When I'm on the phone with her, she explains to me, yeah, I was on my Facebook, and mysteriously, the universe, mystic, maybe this is God, shows me his Facebook, and I click on it, and on the Facebook it shows an Instagram posting. So I went to the Instagram mystic, and oh my God, I saw that he was booking a plane ticket with one of these other bees, and it looked like she was pregnant. Mystic, what's going on? And I was trying my hardest not to laugh, because I was offended by the lie that she just said. I was very offended. Don't lie on Spirit, girl. Spirit didn't mysteriously do that, girl. You were looking for something and you came across what you were looking for, baby girl. Well, not really. Nope. I gave you enough time to talk. Now we're going to talk, because you wasted a lot of my time. You wasted a lot of my energy. And, it is what it is. So we got down to that. So that was that part. Then she said, you know what can I do to give up something to Spirit as a way of saying, I apologize for not trusting? Because I was like, I don't really care about, if you trust what I'm doing or not. You have to trust the process, and the process is the spirits, and it's your ancestors, and it's a whole bunch of shit, girl. So I don't really care about how you feel about me, because it's not about me. It's about you getting your results, baby girl. So I explained to her what she can do, how to do it the correct way, and she did it. And sure enough, She didn't know how long they were going to be on this trip for. I didn't know how long they were going to be on this trip for. But either way, what ended up happening is when she did that offerings to make amends with the spirits, I did my stuff. Oh my God, my thing. I did my thing. I want to say my tea. And all of a sudden, the candles burned smooth. There was nothing going on. And I said, "Shoop." The spirit accepted those offerings, because that's how you know. When you doing offerings and nothing changed, you're wasting your time. The spirits are not accepting what you're offering them. Let's talk about it. So it started burning smoothly, and guess what? I got 15% left in this battery, so I got to keep this cute. What ended up happening is, when they were on this trip, he found out that the girlfriend was pregnant by another person. And how he found out, when they were going on this trip, they were going to go meet her family. When they were on the trip, the cousin or the auntie, I can't remember the exact story, approached and asked out loud, "Is this his baby or the other guy's baby?" I'm going to say his name right now. And the girl was like, and the guy's like, "What? Another?" So yeah, so he ended up leaving that girl, calling this girl, and was trying to come and see her. And she was asking me, should I let him come? Hell no. Because now the energy is shifting. Now the energy is going the way you want it to go, and you got to hold off now, because now it's called self-control. Can we talk about this? Where you're going to become wise, sister? Let him beg. Like the feelings you felt when you found out that this mother effer got a plane ticket with another bee and fly. I was trying to pump her energy up. You need to make him feel that exact same energy, girl. And what you're going to do is you're going to use the energy, you're going to manifest it, you're going to shift it into something else. And she's like, well, how am I going to do that? Don't worry about that right now. You're going to shift that shit, girl. Watch. So, of course, I know she's fighting, and I'm texting her almost every day. You better not fall into it, girl. The minute you fall into it, you're going to mess all this shit up. And it manifests exactly the way she wanted it. So, as I said before, your thoughts and your actions feed your spirits and feed the energy around you, and it will determine your outcome to your magic. If your thoughts are conducive and your actions conducive to what it is you're trying to manifest, it's going to manifest. If you're saying, I want this done, then you're saying, oh God, I'm not ready for this though. Why me? Then it's not going to happen. And then you're going to be looking like a fool, and then you wasted all your damn money. Okay? So, please focus on what you want. Now, let's go into, I've been here for how long? I don't know. Let's go into, I seen that cat. I don't want to hit that cat, honey. So let's go into in-person casework and consultations. This is just the outline of what I do. This is just the outline of what I do, or how I do it. For in-person consultations, I do not do work at my home, and I do not do work at your home. I don't know what type of energy you have in your home, unless we're doing house blessings. It's totally different. A house blessing is the only time I do work at your home, but we do not do work at my place. We do not do work at my place. I would say this again. We do not do work at my place. What I do is I get a room. Okay? I get a room. And even though you have your room, I still get a separate room, because I don't know what energy you brought into that damn hotel room, and we're not about to do no damn cleanse for a hotel unless you're paying for that. But we're not about to do all that. So I get a room only for the reason of doing this cleansing work for you, or this case work for you. Only for that reason, okay? And what happens is, you come to the room. I would like to meet in person first. We do the consultation first, then we do the work. Consultation is done in public place, in a discreet or quiet area of that public place. I've had consultations at a McDonald's. I had consultations at Starbucks. I've had consultation at many, many places. But we will be in a discreet, quiet area to where no one will know. Trust me. Anybody that's ever had any person consultation with me, they can confirm with you. This is not something that we put out there and people know, what the hell are they doing? No. We go and we do. I like to do it during business hours too, like when people are at school or they're at work. So either way, that's what we do, right? So we do the in-person consultation at a area. Now, I did an in-person consultation at a few people's homes due to disability issues, as well as, let's just say this. I I know them. Like we that's all I'm gonna say. It is what it is. New people I don't know, no. I don't go to your home. I don't do house calls. I don't do none of that. No. Nope, we don't do that, girl. Okay. So that's how we do. We do hotel, we do consultation, public place, and then we do hotel for the actual working. The hotel is separate from your room. Don't worry about the price of the hotel. When I charge you for the price for the in-person work, I get the hotel. So you do not have to worry about, oh, what do I got to pay for hotel? No, you don't. That comes out of the total that I give you. In-person pricing for in-person consultations is a little more than over the internet consultations. Due to that, I have to drive out to you, especially if you live like in Bakersfield or Fresno or Sacramento. If I have to travel out to you, I charge you for gas and the time to get there. Okay, plus the time we're sitting down. Okay. After this fog these windows. So yes, in-person consultation, like I said, is a little more. I'm not over the top. There's not like thousands of dollars. Depends on what you need. The in-person consultation is a little more. Let's say, for example, I did an in-person consultation with somebody who wanted to do some court case work, and the in-person consultation was for $250, and we did a 4-hour consultation. Now they were lucky because I had nothing else planned. I didn't have to do nothing else. I normally don't do that long of a consultation because we go over a whole bunch of tea. You will start asking questions. I will start opening up, telling you stuff that does not deal with your case. And during the consultation, I only deal with your case. People will have consultation on love work, and before we talking about other shit. Nope, I will cut that in the butt. You want consultation on healing? You got to pay for that consultation. We don't do healing and consultation together unless you pay for 2 separate consultations. I want to keep the energy on, or the intention only on what it is you're trying to manifest. So there you go. The casework being done, like I said, once again, we get a hotel room. I get a hotel room specifically for doing your work. And/or I bring it back to my house. Depends on the type of work that we're doing for you. But yes, we get the hotel room. Like I said, it come out the price. In-person casework is not the same price as casework on there because, of course, it's in person. If we are doing the work together, that price, we put something together, I got to go home and do some work together, then like I said, it's a little different. In-person casework, it's anywhere from $200 more on top of the price that is online, $500. It's about expertise and it's about experience. Okay? If somebody know how to get access to a spirit that they have favor with, a spirit that I have direct access to, maybe back in the day when I was first doing work like that, I had to do that because those spirits offered or asked for big offerings, and it took a lot of time to get access to that line. But if it's a spirit that I already have connection, I already have favor with, it doesn't cost that much. And I only work with spirits that I have favor with. I don't go in and do some awkward, some heavy, or deal with spirits I don't know nothing about. I don't do that. So like I said before, that's why I don't charge thousands of dollars. Now, people say they got to charge thousands of dollars because this and that. Now, I understand if you have to work with other people, but people need to tell you that. When you pay me for my work, I want to let you know that I do work with a team of people. If they work with a team of people, you should be a little more cautious because everybody who's working in that team may not have the mindset as the person that you pay to do the work for. So they need to tell you when you pay somebody to do work. They need to tell you, I do work with my people that's in my coven. They need to tell you, I do work with my friend. That's what I tell y'all. When I do work with y'all, I don't do work with groups of people. I don't know. Because for one, I'm very confidential with the work that we do. I don't want my best friend or my friend knowing your name and what we do. Because who knows? You might have got work done with him. And I want my friend to say, what? They hit you up for work? Me too. No. So I do not discuss casework that I do with people. I don't list names. I don't do none of that. On top of that, I don't do work for people with people because, like I said, I don't know if the person I work with is jealous or envious or don't want you to manifest or don't want me to do your work. I don't know that. So this is why I don't do that. So like I said, if people are charging thousands of dollars and they're asking, clear, not playing, but still, girl, bye. Your pricing for casework should be reasonable. What's the point in contacting the spirit? So it's like, girl, you got to think about it. When now people talking about they got to fly and do a cleanse in another country and all this stuff, that's also reasonable. But you at your house and you charging $1,800 to do a cleanse, and I'm not meeting with you. Like I said, in-person meetings should be thousands of dollars, not virtual casework. There should be no way you paying $3,000 for some damn virtual casework, baby. No cut-ins. And I apologize if I'm stepping on anybody's toes, but I don't give a damn. There's no way you should be paying $3,000 for doing some casework virtually. That's in person. You know, $3,000, $30,000. Yes, girl, you coming to their home. Yes, they spending time with you. Yes, you should be paying for that. Yes. But virtual shit, no. Oh, I'm gonna do $3,000 because I gotta go do this girl bye. And then they show you pictures of them in a backyard or in a garage. Like, you got spirits like that over there, sister, you should be a lot further. No tea, no shade. If you got spirits over inside your home like that, so they could do that, you should be, somewhere else. You should be doing some other type of tea. Girl. I'm just saying. So like I said, that is my in-person procedure. Consultations are done in a public place, secured, discreet. I do not want you to bring anyone with you inside the actual consultation. If you're bringing someone with you, they can stay in the car. But when it comes to consultations, I do not do consultation. I do not do readings. I do not do discussion of casework around other people. That's the reason why I said I do not want to go home. I don't want to do house calls because people like to have people there. And why you doing that work? And then you see what I mean? No, ain't no you see what I mean. Because even going into the virtual, people say, yeah, I told my mom I was doing work done, and she was telling me that I wasn't smart. Like, I don't want to hear that. Your mama's not paying for this work, you is. So how do you feel about the work? I don't want to hear about how your mama feel about it. You're telling me that, tell me that you don't believe in it either. That's the only reason why you're saying that. No tea, no shade. So, like I said, you're getting work done. You're the only one that's going to hear the work I'm saying. Let's talk about it. You want a conversation, you're the only one that's going to be in that conversation. Now, if it's something with your marriage and your husband is involved or your wife, then you both could be in a consultation because it deals with both of you. But outside that, no, I'm getting the work done for me. Okay, well, your mama ain't going to be here. Your sister ain't going to be here. Like I said, they can stay in a car, but they will not be in the space that we're discussing. Nope. Nope. You take a pen and paper. Well, she's my ears. Take a recorder. Do what my girl did when she came from the Bay Area. She brought a recorder on her phone and she recorded our consultation. Yes, record or take notes so you do not miss anything I say. Like I said, consultations done in public places, safe, discreet, quiet. Work is done in hotel room, separate from the room you're sleeping in and separate from the room that I'm sleeping in. And like I said, don't worry about that because that comes out your price for your casework. Okay, hello. But that's how we do that. We do not do work in my home. I do not go to your home. Don't even ask about it. Don't say how much it costs you to come in here. Nope. We don't do it. We don't do that. Nope. We do not do that, honey. We don't do that. Good morning, Sixten. How are you? Yes, Lake Titicaca, Devil's Ivory, honey. Yes, you were just watching my last video. Come on, honey. Come on, Adrian Riverwolf. Yes, good morning, honey. Ooh, that's how I put court case. That's how I put phone cases on my damn phone key. It messes up. Hello, Grand Madam. Yes, come on, Key. For real, we don't do that because people try to be funny. Like what be killing me is when you're doing magic, right? And people say, "Can you tell me exactly what spirit is gonna do, so I know that this is gonna work?" Excuse me? You can ask your boss. How about that? Ask your boss, say, can you tell me exactly how this process is your boss is going to say, no, front office don't know what back office is doing. At your job, if you work for a corporation, the back office don't let the front office know what they are doing. And that's how it works in magic too. No, spirit is not going to tell me, well, yeah, how she know this is going to happen. I'm going to tickle her left foot and I'm going to pull her wig. Girl, how spirit is going to manifest is how spirit's going to manifest. Now, you can say directly, spirit, how I know this stuff is going to work. When you first start the work, I want a woman, and I said this to her, I want a woman with a yellow shirt to come up to me and tag me. I want to smell roses. Like, you can ask for signs in the beginning. Now, every day, Spirit can give me a sign this is working. Oh, shit, I didn't get a sign today, Mystic. Because that's going to deter you. Even going into what I say, when you're getting work, don't check on your work. When you're getting work done, don't check on your work, because if you're seeing something that you don't want to see, that's going to make you lose all hope. Like, oh my God, I thought this was going to work, Mystic. I saw her kiss another man. I saw him kiss another woman. I saw her kiss another girl. Like, you're going to be so upset that it's going to shift your energy. And I'm telling you this, spirit, life, okay, works two ways. Energy that works with you, energy that works against you. What you push will pull. Okay, I already said this before. If you are looking to see why things are not working out for you, you're going to find that reason. If you are starting to do spiritual work and you're checking, let me see the work manifesting. Let me go see. I got to go check. It's not going to manifest, sis. It's not going to manifest because, like I said, spirit don't deal with two things: desperation, and spirit don't deal with not being able to trust. You have to trust the spirit. You have to trust that it's working, and it works. And the more trust you put into it, the quicker it happens. Like I said, when you feel like it's not working, say, I know it's working. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And that will deter you. That will shift your energy somewhere else. But the minute you start saying, I can't do it, I give up, I'm done, I can't do this, you just fucked yourself up. You threw in the towel, honey. You just messed yourself up. Now, if it's a one-time thing, you have time to change that. But if you've been thinking about this for days and weeks and months, and this really how you feel, we call that double talk, you are messing yourself up, honey. And now you're going to have to fight 10 times harder. And like I said before, honey, I'm not interested in that, honey. We're going to do the work. I'm seeing the instruction. You're going to do all that heavy working. Like I said before, if you do not follow any direction in consultation, going back to the in-person stuff, in-person consultation, you can ask your question about your casework. I will give you instruction on your casework. If you do not follow those directions, I do not repeat myself, I do not apologize, and I do not go back over it. I will gladly tell you, thank you. I'm going to finish the work on my end. This is what you're doing. You're in. God bless you. We're going to keep it moving. We're not going down the street. We are not going back into being redundant. I won't do it. It's draining. It's irritating. It's agitating. And it's not about, well, you spiritually inclined. Why that shit get to you? Because sometimes I feel like I'm being trolled. I already said this first. Sometimes I feel like people, they troll. I feel like they troll. I feel like they sit there, and maybe you're not trolling to the point to where you're like, no, I'm not with the enemies. But no, you're trolling because you're asking questions that are redundant, first of all, and second of all, that are common sense. If the instruction says by a purple candle, pour over that candle, light it, then you will take the remains to a still water form, dump it there, and light a separate white candle from that just to meditate your energy on what you just done. Why would you send an email and say, what color candle am I supposed to be using to throw into the water? Or disposing of? Did you not check the email? Did you not check the instructions? Did you not write down any information in the consultation? Or, I'm ready for this work, Mystic. I trust that this work. This is why I'm sending you this money. Okay, girl, thank you so much. Let's get started. Okay. 2 days later, hey, I just want to confirm with you that this is going to work. And now, is this really going to work, or am I wasting my time? And I'm thinking to myself, like, are you freaking kidding me? You think that I'm going to waste my time, that I could be doing other things. I could be out here partying. I could be out here with a man. I could be hugged up with a man right now. I could be sitting here spending time with my family. I could be sitting here plotting and planning on having my family and shit, having children and shit. You think that I will sit here and waste my money and my time and my energy to go get supplies and do work on work that I don't think is going to manifest? Ask the people that I rejected. I don't accept everybody's casework that hit me up. I can show you emails. There's a lot of people that I rejected. There's a lot, and I can name them. I know their names. I know what they look like. I can see their faces all in my head right now that I rejected because the work seemed a little too fake, a little foo-foo-ish. And it was like, girl, we're not doing that. Or they just seem like they really, I just want to try anything. I just want to see if this is going to work. I just want to try, because I tried everything else and I just want to see what could this do, Mischief? What's the worst that this could do? Because I already handled the work. And it's like, why would you even talk like that? You just remind me of a little kid, girl. And I don't do work with kids. I don't do work with kids, honey. That's another thing too. If you are a child, I don't do work with you, or you're childlike. There's a lot of, spirituals that will do work with you because they're childlike. They're acting they panty size 7 or 8 versus their